Ball spotted at the 41-yard line of the Texas Rampage. Manuel and Fleeks. Carlos Fleeks, the tailback, in the I formation. Now he goes in motion. And again, movement along the line. Looked like the Rampage defensive line was across early. However, they were drawn off. Preliminary signal from the official and legal procedure. And they'll
head ball, procedure, number 12.
And they'll mark it off quickly. 2nd down and 15. And the Panthers are backed up again to the 46-yard line.
Kurt Griffin, the quarterback, was the one who was moved first on the Panthers.
Yeah, once again, it looked like he and the center, number 55, David Munns, not in sync on the snap count. So the Texas Rampage still alive. Quick pass this time near sideline. Over the head of Glenn Stovall. And the quick pass again. Only took about 2 or 3 seconds because he just took the snap and let her go. With it being over the head of Stovall, still 8 minutes and 19 seconds to go. And this a big 2nd down play. So now 2nd down and 15. Two wide receivers to the far sideline, one to the near sideline as Griffin looks things over. Here's the snap. Griffin drops straight back. Fires. A crossing pattern. He's got Fleeks. Fleeks down to the 30-yard line where he's forced out of bounds. James Foster.
Once again, you've got to stay in bounds on those to run the clock down, even though they're going for a drive, for a score. Oh, and 3 flags are down on the play, also right in the middle of the field.
It's thrown in the area where it could possibly be holding against the Arlington Panthers.
Well, I did hear the referee say offsetting penalty, so there's more than one.
And if that were the case, that would pretty well negate the play, regardless of the infractions. The offsetting penalties, they would just replay 2nd down.
Well, the Rampage offense is hindered by the interception. The Panthers offense is hindered by penalties.
Got a dead ball, personal foul. 89 over there. Oh, 75 over there. Got a dead ball, personal foul on this side. All right, it's going to be 2nd down.
The big offensive tackle, Phil Moore, again guilty of a dead ball and sportsmanlike penalty, or a personal foul, I should say. One of the Rampage players guilty as well. And the officials trying to talk things over. The Texas Rampage are huddling up at about the 30-yard line, which is interesting to me because with the offsetting penalties, the ball should be back around the 46-yard line. Of course, I guess it was a dead ball foul, so it's after the fact, which means I guess the play would stand.
Well, what they're arguing out over here is whether a player or more than one player should be ejected from the game.
I think I caught the number 89 for the Texas Rampage. That would be Sam Haynes, a defensive end. very possible that he got mixed up with Phil Moore there, and I still see Moore in the game, so apparently no ejections. And
Well, what the referee said was if I'm going to throw one guy out, I'm going to throw them both out, and I think the Rampage coach would like to keep Phil Moore in the game.
Or he'd like to keep Haynes in the game.
I'm sorry, Haynes.
Now a timeout on the field called by the official. The official's timeout as they want to discuss it some more. And so while they bring the chains out for this measurement, we'll step out and we'll be back with more minor league football right after this. Well, I mean, I already had scab there. I just reopened
Let me ask you a question, right? If it's dead body, it means the play never existed, right?
No. It stays where it is. First foul after the ball, offsetting.
And we're back to action at Standridge Stadium. They finally got things sorted out after that penalty.
If it happened
The
during
play
the
will stand.
it goes back.
The pass play, move the ball to the 31-yard line, which is just shy of the first down, and so 3rd and 1 upcoming for the Arlington Panthers. Quarterback Griffin takes the ball, gives the handoff straight ahead to Ordaz, and the Rampage defense, they were exactly that, a rampage, as they swarmed and they held off the big man. He was shy of the first down, and that was a big-time play. Boy, the importance of that defensive stand cannot be overstated, I don't think. The Rampage only 31 yards away from putting this game out of reach. They have a 6-0 lead as it is. They possibly could have added to that on this drive, but the Rampage defense held. And I see Griffin still out there, so the Arlington Panthers will go for it here on 4th and 2.
Well, this is an interesting play.
With 7 minutes, 19 seconds to go, the clock is running.
Well, even though Blanchard was kicking those field goals for 50 yards at the beginning of the game, doesn't look like he's going to try one here.
Yeah, he was booting them during the pre-games, but I think a first down here would mean more than a field goal, perhaps, if they could run out the clock. Griffin, a long count. Now he finally does take the snap. Pitches back to Fleeks. He was almost tripped up in the backfield. Instead, he will go in for a touchdown. They score with 6:49 on 4th and 2. A 32-yard touchdown run for Carlos Fleeks. That shows you the value there of not missing the tackle.
Well, for the first time this game, the Panther offense has shown some spark. If you remember, the first score was off of the special teams, the punt return, but the offense has been slow until just now.
So here comes the point after attempt. Well, we'll get back to that touchdown play in a minute because I think there was still more to that story. And well, a timeout now taken by the Arlington Panthers. We'll be back for the point after touchdown right after this as the Arlington Panthers have increased their lead to 12-0. We'll be back with more right after this. Really, why is that? Oh. Are you trying to get this in what, 2.5? Oh, man. Where are we at now? Gosh. Okay, here we go. They're ready for the PAT. Back at Standridge Stadium, Arlington Panthers are going to go for 2 after the big touchdown run. And the officials stop things before it can even get started here, trying to get it straight on how many timeouts each team has left. And want a new game ball in as well. So with a 12-0 lead, the Arlington Panthers going for 2. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Receiver going motion to the top of your picture. Turn, pitch back, Carlos Fleeks. Fleeks turns it inside. He is stopped short of the goal line. And the score remains the Arlington Panthers 12 and the Texas Rampage nothing.
Well, that was the same play they used for the touchdown. One play before, and the Rampage weren't fooled the second time.
Yeah, the pitch back to Fleeks. And, you know, I think the problem was with that 4th and 2 play, the Texas Rampage defense had 8 or 9 guys up near the line. They were concentrating on a short yardage play. And that play could very well have gone for negative yardage. One of the defenders, I think it might have been Molina or maybe Foster, broke into the backfield and dove at Fleeks' legs. I think he actually might have gotten a hand on him. Wasn't able to wrap him up, wasn't able to put him away, and turned out to be big. When the hole opened up on the right side of the line, Fleeks was through it. And with 8 or 9 guys up near the line committed to stopping the running play, once he got into the secondary, there was nobody there.
Yeah, with the speed and quickness of Fleeks, missed tackles, he'll take advantage of it. I mean, you can't miss him.
So the touchdown score with 6:49 remaining in the game. Texas Rampage now have to be thinking about those missed opportunities. Still time for them to mount a comeback, although if they're going to do it, they're going to have to do it quickly. Ball is on the tee. And Dolan has a low line drive kick. It's fielded at about the 5-yard line by Dwayne Hill.
That was your man!
4 or 5 Arlington Panther defenders bring him down. Stopped at about the 26-yard line, it looks like.
I want some people to catch him. I mean, on this kickoff return. That's what I meant.
Dead ball, outside, on the kicking team. Shit, I don't know, man.
So offsides on the Arlington Panthers. They will be moved back. They will be moved back 5 yards, and they will have to kick it again. The Rampage elect to take the penalty and take the chance of getting better field position than on the first kick. Six minutes, 43 seconds to go in this game.
Well, the Rampage have 2 men back now to receive, as opposed to last time they only had 1. They may have a trick play in hand here.
Come up, y'all too deep.
Just kick a little higher, and it drives Hill back. Now it's number 9, Troy Bird, instead, a bigger part on the field to punt. He's got room to run on the near sideline again, and he breaks free. Trying to dodge some tacklers, he's across midfield. Finally corralled there by 3 Arlington Panthers. And there again, Bird looked as if he might break one.
Well, I may have been mistaken, but that looked like a planned reverse on that return there, as the receiver, Bird, who caught the ball, he ran back to catch it, and the other back, I forget who that was, back there with him, began to cross over to him like they might have a reverse plan, but the ball ended up being too deep into the Rampage territory.
Come on, baby, block somebody. Let's go.
So the Texas Rampage will start at the Panthers' 46-yard line here, and this could be a big break. They need to capitalize here on this excellent field position.
Oh, where are you going? Don't go on. Oh, stay right there.
Dwayne Hill and Eric Scott are the receivers, split to the near side, and Scott has the reception. He had forward progress near the 37-yard line. It looks back, driven back to the 37, but he stayed in bounds, so the clock will continue to run. It'll be second down and very short yardage needed. They're going to spot it at the 39, and that'll be 2nd and 3, and now they have stopped the clock. 2nd and 3 for the Texas Rampage. Hill and Scott split to the near sideline. McDade back to pass. He's looking that way. Now goes to the far sideline, intended for Ryan Wallace, and the pass incomplete. Once again.
Wallace was wide open.
Yeah, and once again, with the wide open receiver, McDade's arm a little too strong. So that'll bring up 3rd and 3.
But the Rampage do have the right idea. What they're trying to do now, it looks like, is go for just, 5 or 6 yard passes, stopping the clock, getting out of bounds, and moving the ball down the field that way. Little short passes, not in trouble for, not at risk for interception.
Number 88, Sheldon Thompson, a wide receiver for the Texas Rampage. 6'3", 215, a big man, is in the game as McDade rolls. Going to his left, fires toward the end zone, intended for Mike Moore, and it is caught for a touchdown. Mike Moore, the running back, this time doing it on the receiving end, a big touchdown. And the helmet is off, and the celebration is on. And that play definitely brings some life, not only to the Rampage players, that, as you can see, but also into the Rampage faithful that have remained here in the stands at Standridge Stadium. Boy, it did not take the Rampage long at all to answer. And they did exactly what I said they needed to do to take advantage of that great field position. Jude Como was on the hold, number 80, and Cipriano will try the PAT. The kick is up, and it's through, and it's good, and that PAT is big. Now 12-7, Arlington Panthers have the lead.
As you said, that point after attempt was extremely important, and the Panthers' failed attempts become extremely costly because all the Rampage need now is a touchdown, and they win rather than just time.
Defense, we put a call from the hand, baby.
Well, the question now is, Robert, do you do an onside kick with 6 minutes left?
Well, I wouldn't. I think with 6:06 left to go, you put it in the hands of your defense. The onside kick is just too risky here because if you don't recover,
48, kickoff.
you give them the ball very deep in your own territory, and trailing now by only 5 points.
Stay in your lane. Go get the ball. Go get the ball.
They have the ball teed up at the 30-yard line. It'll be Cipriano to kick for the Rampage.
Get on the football. We need one more. We need one more. That's what he said.
Here's the whistle. Cipriano kicks it deep. Fielded at the 20 by one of the up men. He runs right and now breaks free up the middle. One of the wide receivers, number 81, Brian Armstrong.
Well, Cipriano's got to have a headache. Did you see the collision between he and the return man? It's a dead-on collision. He's got to have a headache running into that.
Yeah, I caught that.
Up there, number 8.
Penalty marker is thrown at the 25-yard line, and judging by the movement here is going to be against the Arlington Panthers.
Personal foul, clip on the run back, number 8, first down.
So clipping. Guy Sims, number 8, wide receiver, guilty of the clipping on the return for the Arlington Panthers.
Now the momentum has turned from the Panthers to the Rampage.
And the Rampage will try now again to take advantage of poor field position that the Panthers have had. The 12-yard line will be the starting point for the Arlington Panthers. Again, this is territory where a turnover could be big. 5:57 left to go in the game, so this thing is still not out of reach, not by a long shot. Kurt Griffin, the quarterback, takes the snap, turns, hands off. And Fleeks was decked immediately at the line of scrimmage. Not much doing that time. It'll bring up second down. Looks like he may have even lost a yard on that play, so it'll be second down and 11.
Rampage fans have life in them yet as they're screaming and yelling for their team.
However, the running play keeps the clock moving, and now 5:25 and counting in the game. Second and 11 for the Arlington Panthers. 4 wide receivers are trying to spread the formation. A single setback behind quarterback Kurt Griffin. Now they break out of the 4 receiver set, and they have 2 running backs behind him. Griffin takes the snap. Turn, a quick counter handoff going inside. Looks like Fleek's the ball carrier once again. And again, not much doing there, only about a gain of 3.
And now the Panthers have to go to the air.
So bring up third down, and we'll call it 8. Clock still running, though. 4 minutes, 30 seconds to go. We'll see if the Panthers go all out for the first down here or whether they'll just play field position for a punt. 4 wide receivers again as Griffin drops straight back to pass. Quick pass. Intended for number 82, Rodney Blackshear. They give him credit for the reception. They're going to spot the ball at the 23-yard line, it looks like, and that is still a yard shy of the first down.
Looks like they're going to measure, though.
Yes, indeed. Here comes the chain gang. We'll have the measurement.
One stop, baby. That's all we need. One stop. House.
And it's a first down for the Arlington Panthers. So with 3:54 to go, first and 10 for the Arlington Panthers at their own 25-yard line. And actually, we'll call it the 24. And with the first down, the clock will not start until the snap. Each team with 2 timeouts left still, and I think now we're getting down to the part of the game where the Texas Rampage may have to start using some of these first down, or timeouts, beg your pardon, on defense. 3 wide receivers in a split backfield behind Kurt Griffin. Griffin takes the snap. Quick spin and a handoff. Hands it off to the halfback on the right-hand side. Short gain. Looks like a pickup of only about 2. And we have a couple of players who were slow getting up. One of them, number 52, Troy Chance, a linebacker for the Texas Rampage.
Speaking of players maybe possibly hurt, Gregory Peace is down on the sideline, about the 40 of the Rampage, and it looks like he's getting his legs stretched out or worked on or something. He looks like he may be hurt.
Yeah, and Chance came off the field on that play, and he did so rather slowly. So Chris Woffer in the game now to anchor that defensive line, and James Walton, number 56 in there as well, along with Freddie Knight, number 55, as Griffin checking the signals once again. Clock winding down. We're approaching the 3-minute mark. Griffin drops back to pass after play action. Contact between the defender and the receiver, and it looks like Cedric West, the defensive back out of the University of Idaho, will be flagged for pass interference.
That hurts. That hurts bad for the Rampage.
James Foster, number 11 there, and some of his teammates, including Freddie Knight, look on. And they're meeting with the captain, David Munns from the Arlington Panthers.
It looks like it might be offensive pass interference.
I think now they may rule it uncatchable. Because they're moving the ball back to the 27-yard line. They have third down showing. That's the original line of scrimmage. Pass ruled uncatchable, and so instead of second down, now it's third down. Or instead of a first down, I should say, because they would have had a first down had it been pass interference. And instead, it's third down at about 7. Kurt Griffin brings the Panthers up again, and now the whistle blows, and the Panthers line down. 4 wide receivers set again, a lone setback behind Griffin, who drops straight back, looks over to his right side, has a receiver open, a quick pass, and it's complete and good for a first down. Pass completed to Rodney Blackshear, number 82. That's a first down, and that'll move the chains, and it'll stop the clock at least momentarily.
Well, Jimmy Hooker was the first Rampage player there. He had a chance to knock the ball out, but he didn't hit him hard enough. He didn't even wrap him up, actually, and ended up giving him an extra 3 yards, but he had a chance with to blindside him and put his helmet on the ball and knock that ball out. Maybe actually get a fumble out of the play instead of an incomplete pass.
So Blackshear with the reception gives the first down. Each team with 2 timeouts. Clock is stopped, as you can see, at 2:41. Texas Rampage have 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning upcoming. The officials talking things over there with some of the members of the Texas Rampage. I think they want to get the situation straight as to how many timeouts they have left. Texas Rampage only with 5 players on the field, and many of their players are huddled up around Coach James Eisenberg over on their sideline. You see the 5 on the field for the Texas Rampage, and a timeout must have been called on the field, probably by the officials, because the action has stopped, and there you see the Texas Rampage players coming back onto the field. Neither team appears to have been charged with the timeout. They still have 2 remaining. Now we're ready to begin play. So first down and 10 for the Arlington Panthers at the 41-yard line.